Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum bum. Yay, hello. Let's see. Okay. Putting music back on. So. Let's see what we have to work on now. Yeah, one of the things is add more points of interests. And points of interest, I know it's a section somewhere here that I have in my trusty big Kanban board. Oh. Let's see, biome stones, towns, quests. Oh my god, I had a lot of things here. Stargazer. Oy. I can mark this as completed. Notify player that the rune has been dropped on the ground. Yeah. I think it's done. But now what I gotta do is I gotta find that thing that I was looking for regarding the special rooms. Do I have this? Or did I completely exit? Challenge rooms. 5 challenge room, this is like arena, that's good. Dodge challenge room, stealth challenge room. Let's make a puzzle or a repeat pattern. We're gonna do this one as well. Okay. I'm going back to Twitch. What's going on here? I'm going back to Twitch. Okay. Challenge rooms. Now, I know that I have arena level room. And this is thing where it's generated. I could be using the basic blueprint for the challenge room as well. So what I was thinking about is maybe creating a room, simple square or something like that. Adding different plates that light up and you have to match the pattern, match the sequence. So I would need like 9 symbols and they go like boom, boom. They'd be spread out like that and then they'd each light up in a certain order. And you have to match the order. So the first time only 1 would light up. Second time 2, 1, 2. Then it would be 1, 2, 3. All the way up to 9. And if you match it, you get a certain reward. Something like that. But if you don't, I'm gonna spawn enemies. You're gonna live in hell. Okay. So that's what we're aiming for now. But there's always big but somewhere. We have arena level rooms. I want to see, did I make separate rooms? I did. So we have a level room, which is a base, and then we have arena level room. Is this being inherited? Not really, huh? How could I see that? Maybe view owners, game controller. Okay, I only have the pack scene here. But this one wouldn't generate anything. So what I could do is actually duplicate this one and say pattern room. Okay. Or we could make a base. Let's try to make a base first. Challenge room. And the challenge room itself has a bit of a difference. What is that color rect doing here? Do I actually use this to darken the thing? Why did I use that? Aha, to darken probably the lower background to make it more gray. Yeah, makes sense. But let's go say this is a challenge room. Level room. Okay. I have to recall, what do I have in the base room? Huh. Okay. So I have kind of markers. I know that I generate stuff from the pictures themselves. And when I generate stuff, I extract markers and so on. But, I have to always generate them off screen, that's true. But maybe this one could be set as a virtual. Because in the future maybe I'm gonna override this. This is regarding populating the walkable area, liquid, and so on. And then I stamp the level to tile map. Okay, this makes sense. Okay. Populate room border layers. Okay. Now, if I'm gonna create a puzzle room like that, or pattern room, we're gonna call it, I'm gonna inherit from this thing here. And we're gonna override the generation, because this is just too much. We don't need this here. This is for arena. So, let's try doing that. I believe I have the arena level room, which comes from here. Yep. Okay. Let's call it Whew. Sequence challenge room. And it's gonna come out from level room. And there's gonna be a bit of a difference here in this starting thingy. I sealed this. Of course, because I have a custom ready here. And we're gonna do public override. Like that. And the thing this is going to accept is gonna be some kind of a resource. Why do I have markers here? This is extracted from the image itself. Yeah. Not needed in this case. Maybe only the position where we kind of spawn. Okay, I know that at the end I have to call Unreal Generated. Now this sequence challenge room, how do I populate the difficulties of these arenas? Gotta recall it. Here I have arena room resource, and this thing gets something injected, I believe. But not here. Room controller, not this one as well. Wait up, let's go to the Godot itself, and here we have Forest 1, where I have the arenas placed somewhere. I know that I have some kind of a dictionary here. Here I have it. Arena resources, weighted list. Okay, then I have seed textures. Okay. This is regarding the whole arena, and I don't need that. What do I even have to call about the sequence puzzle? Not sure if anything special. Huh. Because always I'm gonna have... Yeah, maybe easy, difficulty, medium and hard. And the difference is gonna be how many of those plates are gonna be spawned. Let's call it sequence challenge room. Where do I save this thing? Oh. It's in the resources, this shouldn't be here. We have to move this thing to the scenes themselves. And in here, rooms is gonna be okay. Now I hope that everything is correctly transferred. And this one we save as sequence challenge room in rooms. Okay. Okay, and the thing we can do now here is we can kind of draw basically the background or the pit itself. I just have to remember, I know that I kind of have a special layer how the things can fall down. Oh, this is a dirt platform. Okay. And now the pit itself, huh? Did I paint on this level? I did, right? Why did I do that? Okay, then I go to populate walkable area. Which brush do I use? Pit tiles. Transparent pit collider on the pit tiles. Okay. And the BT background. has dirt platform. Of course, I painted the wrong one. But I'm gonna reuse the old one, so at least I can see which one I have to paint over. This. And then I'm gonna completely remove the stuff from other layer. That's okay. A bit more. And the pit now has to have this removed. And I have a transparent layer somewhere. Aha, this one. Transparent pit collider. So what this does is actually... it makes you fall. Hey Logan. Welcome, welcome. You know what I'm doing? While you're making chores, I'm trying to kind of make a challenge room, you know, like you have a simple sequence that you have to follow, and if you remember the pattern, you're rewarded. If you don't remember the pattern, you get something bad in return, like enemy spawn and so on. It's basically another type of arena, but probably fixed made. We're gonna try it out. And let's try to create this one. Oh. Well, maybe this will train you a bit, you know. They say that stick is sometimes a useful tool, you know. Carrot and a stick. No, man, I believe in you. You have the ability to remember the patterns. So it's gonna be all good. Huh, but what do I have to call this thing? It's gonna be a panel that you have to press, or a platform. Huh. Plate, trigger plate. Puzzle plate. Yeah, let's call it a puzzle plate. Or sequence plate. Yeah. Makes more sense. And each of the sequence plate is gonna have sprite 2D. We can create a new script. Like that. Okay. It's a deal. Now let's see. This is an interactable, but I'm not gonna animate these plates. They're just gonna glow. But they're gonna appear as flat like this. You know, you don't push it, you just have to walk over it. So, this is gonna be the icon. Then we're swapping. Tick, 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 and they slowly glow up. if I take a look at the icons, this is in the interactables, right? It is. Let's call it interactables sequence plate. And the one that we're stealing is this one. It's 17 by 16, something like that. That's okay. Okay. Then we're gonna just have to add some kind of a glow material to it when we're gonna be showing it. I have to remember which one, glow effect or... I know that I use a thing or two in the forge regarding the glow, and I animate material shader parameter, shine color. So Sprite 2D has a material. Okay, I'm gonna copy this one. Basically steal it. And we can paste it. Make unique. So this parameter is gonna make it shine. Let's see. I have to remember what I did with this one. How it even works, I know that I'm kind of ignoring the colors. Shine color has to be something else. And target color should be probably this one, right? Okay, it's making it shine. It works. And to make it a bit easier for the players, we have to add like a separate sprite 2D, which is going to be overlaid. And we're going to call this and background sprite 2D, and this one is going to be icon sprite 2D. And let's put something by default in here. Do I have a skull? I do. And it's kind of meh. Okay, I extracted these icons here, but will they fit? No, the coloring is off. Okay then. Let me just load the old ones, the good old palette. This one is an outline. This one is a darker fill. And the brightest one of this. Yeah, but it's still dark. I'm gonna have to lighten up everything a bit. see how it looks now. It kind of looks okay on this one. It looks like a texture of the plate, so that's okay. But we need like 9 icons. So that's a shield, some kind of ball material, sword, book, skull. This one has too much colors. Bow. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is 6 gonna be enough? Perhaps. Well, we go for 9, but I don't know which colors to use anymore. I mean, which icons. Let me actually go bring out the UI Atlas. It's somewhere here. I can always find something from here. Oh, maybe a tank. No, tank is too much for it to be as a part in here. But the anvil could work. It's memorable, and the next thing that could work would probably be a lightning bolt. I don't think that it fits in the middle of the plate, so this one might be skipped. Yeah. What about the anvil? Kinda works. Anvil stays. Then we look for more of it. A star definitely is a memorable one. And last but not least, let's put in a clock. Or a chest. Okay, now we have to grayify it. Sleepy today, guys. One of the problems. So Logan, which chores do you have? Something hard? Vacuuming? Oh, mate. And the treasure chest. this could be reversed. The darkened thing should be on the bottom. Cleaning out the fridge and doing dishes. Cool. Oh man, that's also my job, the dishes. I mean, we have the dishwasher. All cool and all nice, but man, that never stops. It never freaking stops. There we go, we have icons. I get you, I get you, I get you. Oh my god. That was one of the things that I wanted to arrange before we went to live together. That she handles biological stuff. Guess who handles biological stuff? Dirty jobs done dirt cheap, right? And I don't know, man. I get you. But hey, at least that's good. You know. Exactly. Exactly. If you don't mind sharing, what is her profession? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's enough. Ah, that's an interesting thing. There aren't many people who actually can do that, right? Cool. Yo, one thing, man. Is the sign language same for every language? You know, like for English the same as for Slovenian, or are they actually showing characters? Never really got deep into it. Oh, that's excellent. Ah. Cool. But it would be cool if it would be universal, if you know what I mean. Like everybody knows what I'm saying. Aha. ASL. Oh, of course, man. Babylon and stuff like that, you know. Don't do that, humans. I'm gonna wreck you. I just started telling my little one not Bible stories, but Greek stories. And last time I remembered about the Icarus, you know, flight of Icarus and so on. And he was listening very, very much. And then he's now, well, he's a little one, 3.5 years old. But I already told him about the maze on Crete Island, you know, Minotaur and so on. And I think that fella around 7 years old is gonna be ready to watch Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. Okay, Hobbit at least, or something like that. Aha. That's cool. Well, I mean, when the little dude was just a baby, I had him in a crib, and in the background there was a trilogy of extended cut Lord of the Rings, so it's been put into his crib. He didn't choose this life chose him. Okay, that's enough. I got it. Now I start cutting it. Yeah, right. I thought that was like a thing from the Fokker movies, you know. When the little baby showed how to poop. Poop. And then he like made this gesture with hands. And for gorillas I also saw, right, that they well, it's been burned into my brains. Meet the fuckers. And then meet the parents and so on. Let me find... How should I name this? Interactables? Or just icon? I'm gonna call it plate icon. Or sequence icon. Okay. So now I'm gonna do sequence icon. Let's go. I have to put the A sprite on the left side so I can be a bit faster. Okay. Well, I used the wrong atlas. We need interactables. Okay, now... Oh no, not okay. I've actually completely messed this one up. Yo. By 10. This one is okay. Okay, that's 14. I need one more in height. Then we have shield. After shield comes a sphere. I don't know what, I can actually create a grid snap. Much easier, why am I even trying to be pixel perfect there? After sphere comes the sword. Then we have a book. We already have a skull, then let's have a bow. Anvil. And star. And last but not least, it's gonna be the chest. Oh my god, anvil is star. I messed up something. Book is okay. Bow, chest, shield, skull, sphere, star. Okay. And the sword. That's okay. Now let's see if I apply an icon here. Let's say anvil. Ooh, that really looks wrong. Completely offset. What if I try to push it up? That's kind of better. But the problem I have is that this background is 17's pixel height. Maybe I should just make it 18. So the number isn't gonna be odd. Pixel snap. Like that. Kind of better. And if we take a look at the material, shine color has to be something brighter. We'll tweak this a couple of times. And also tweak the number of times it pulsates. Aha. So -1 actually means that it's pulsating. What if I press 0 here? What kind of sorcery will happen? Nothing particular. Full pulse cycle. Okay. Right, now we have a sequence plate. I have to get the references again. So we're gonna have like 2 sprites. Private sprite 2D. Background sprite 2D. And the icon sprite 2D. And we try to override a Reddit function. Let's keep the lowercase, the capitals. I mean the properties for now. By the way, this is Vincent's theme. It's a sad one. I think it belongs to Vincent. If anybody is a Final Fantasy fan, Final Fantasy VII. Great game. Best game. For me. Let's make a public one. Void flash. We also have to have the shader material reference here. And we say background material equals to get node. How do I usually fetch the shader material? It's not the node. What am I doing? It's actually taken from the background sprite 2D material, and I have to cast it as shader material. Well, that's at least what I think. And then we have public flash. What are we gonna do here? The shader has specific parameters. Okay, if I have pulse progress override on 0 by default, it doesn't do a thing, and that's good. Then I can tween this value. Bloop. In a certain amount of time. So I just tween it, zoop. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. It's decided, but if I think about it, I use the same thing in the forge, right? So there has to be something in the forge that kind of modifies that. Huh. Now that I think about it, there's actually an animation player that tweaks these values. Forge. This one. Let's take this property. And let's try to steal it. And then we would know that this material has shader parameter shine color. But what do I do with it? Ah, this is for reset. Let's say, for example, for craft success, I change the color. And here I do progress override, pulse progress override. This is the prop. Let's call this a flash tween. If is instance valid, I kill the old one and then I create a new one. That's okay. Now, today I was using tweens already, in which case I think I was using them in the shrine. Here we go. Stealing some stuff. And the thing that we have to override here is pulse progress. And we just say that we take the background sprite. Actually, background material. Okay. We override it towards 1 within 0.5 seconds. Let's say that. And then we do the same thing after that amount of time. And we override it towards 0. 0f. Same amount of time. So I'm gonna call this public flash tween. And then we also have to know that this thing is gonna have a sequence plate. For example, export, public, we're gonna have a simple integer. Plate ID. So what we're gonna do then is we're gonna generate a mixture of the sequences. And the player has to do the repetition correctly. It should work. Okay. But we're gonna have to emit a signal as well. We want to receive the information that player stepped on something. Oh, welcome back. You've earned your freedom, man. Welcome back, welcome back. Do you have all... I mean, one meal and there's like a ton of additions, right? Oh, good luck. Do you have a dryer or you dry outside? What's the custom? Hey dude, is that for real? Do really Americans walk inside their houses with the shoes on? Like, same shoes that they walk outside? Is that a thing? Because it's always like a bit weird when I see that in the movies. At least from my perspective. Uh-huh. Oh. They charge for that as well, of course. That's interesting. We kind of have a strict... No, it's... Exactly. But in our house, and probably in Europe generally, if you come to somebody's home and people usually take off their shoes and they get slippers or something that they can put on. And the Japanese are even stricter, I believe. They have like a whole area dedicated to... that is a bit lower, if I'm not mistaken, than the whole walking area. And you have to change there, so that's even stricter. Which is interesting. Now one more... one more thing. One big question. In the movies, you frequently hear or see that when they hang up a phone, they don't say goodbye. Are those just the movies, or is this in the culture? Like, you just drop off the phone? These are like typical stereotypes, you know. I have to ask you, man. Now you're my source of truth, you know. I can ask dumb questions in quotation marks. Okay. Thank you for enlightening me. Oh my god, but that's rude. That's really rude. Hey dude, did you ever watch that series Malcolm in the Middle? I just kind of remembered that the new episodes will come out after almost 20 years, I believe. I loved it also, man. It's one of my... No, it's the best comedy show I ever watched. I can't do it any more justice than that because, yeah, it was freaking awesome. So yeah, they're trying to... I mean, they will release in April new episodes. Not sure on which April. A lot of old cast as well. Yeah, high praise for me. It was... You know, I was just a kid when that was out. And I could kind of relate to all the bullcrap they did. Well, not to everything, but... You know... Boy stuff. And the intro was so epic. So freaking epic intro. Whose line is it? Anyways, it's top for me. What? Phew. I have to take a look. Well, I kind of... I thought that was Bill Murray, but it didn't see the show yet. Believe it or not, I didn't see it. We'll have to take a reminder or note that I have to watch it one day. Okay, so we have to have this sequence play triggered event. And of course, now that I see this, I can also say that we need area 2D. And this area 2D is gonna have to detect the player. Dun, dun, dun. Let's make it squarish. Do you recommend any good movies, man? I know that you have like chores, but still, whenever you're gonna have time. Or are you looking forward towards anything? It's gonna come into the movies. Oh man, I love sci-fi. Yeah, probably sci-fi is my favorite genre. Sci-fi fantasy also. Good drama. Drama llama. For real? That's interesting. Do you like alien movies? From Ridley Scott, you know, Alien 1, Aliens, that's Alien 2. I'm a fan of that, man. Ah. So I guess that was some kind of a liberation period from the tide. Man, if you're ever gonna have the time, try playing this game, Alien. The Dark Descent, I believe it's called. If you like squad games, man, this is everything I imagined an Alien game would be when I was a little kid. It's so freaking awesome, man. I can't praise it enough. Yeah, because the second part of this game was, I mean, not game, but movie, Aliens, it was the best freaking thing ever. Ooh. Foster care. So foster care, is that like you have a family, normal family, or are there multiple children in it? You know, like a bigger home where multiple children live like that? Sorry, if it's a topic that you don't want to talk about, just let me know, man. This one, here we go. I close it now. And I can save it. Oh. I mean, I never spoke with a person with similar background, you know. So sorry about that. It's just a curiosity, you know. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we have to connect it now. Okay, did you make any friends, like good friends? I bet you had opportunities, or? And I mean within the home, if I make sense. Oh my god, that's Ooh. Yeah, I believe that, man. I believe that, man. It's just that I really don't know. How is it? Once you turn out 18, you have to be adult. You go adulting, you said. Bullet Train, didn't see it, man. But I know Brad Pitt plays in it, right? Aha, I get you. Train movies. Well, it has to be going on the train, right? I think because of the title, and I saw a trailer a bit. So it's an action comedy or something like that. Oh, that's cool. I know a couple of good train movies. One of the best ones that I watched, but it's not a comedy, it's more sci-fi. Snowpiercer, but not the series, the movie. That was a good one. And I think there was one with Jake Gyllenhaal also. Can't recall its name. Private Void, on body entered. What's the signature of this? What do I have to get in here? It receives body. Physics body or a tile map. That's okay. And then we just have to parse. Oh man. Don't even tell me about the Fast and Furious. I mean, I have to admit, I like the first part. It was really cool. But after that, I just couldn't, man. Especially, I can remember, like 10-15 years ago, there was, I don't know, Fast and Furious, XYZ, I don't know. And Vin Diesel, he crashed out of the car on the highway. He grabbed that girl and then he crashed full on another car or something. I was like, get out of here. That's even too much for me. James Bond movies? Saw some. Not a lot, but so. Yeah, that was like, I'm not fucking poisoning my brain with this anymore. You know? Dumbest shit ever seen, exactly. Dude, it was like, get the fuck out of here. Why did I pay for that shit, you know? It's an insult to my earned money. Oh, man. But yeah. That was the last Fast and Furious. Yeah, Fast and Furious. Furious. That I went to see. Yeah, there was a myth about the movie. Sharknado or something like that. I didn't see it, but I know that that was a whole internet culture around it. Ah, I heard about that bug. He was like super aggressive, right? Instead of being pacifist. Oh. Just a second. So if node 2D is not unit. And they let it in like a feature, right? I mean, did they patch it out? They did probably, huh? Sequence plate triggered. You know what, I could actually emit a global event for this if I have to watch for more things. Aha. That's cool. Sometimes you have to leave bugs like that they become features. Oh, by the way, exactly, emergent gameplay. It's cool. How did you get into sports? You told me that you were coaching athletes, gymnastics. Okay, this one goes here. Oh, it's... So allergic outside, like on flower dust, if that's the correct word, and so on. Pollen, yeah. Okay. Flower dust. You gotta give me a credit. You understood what I wanted to say. Sequence play triggered. I got this one. But I have a problem here. Oh man, that's like bad perk, if I may call it like that. But you had this from the bird, or how did it start? No, I had a dude, a friend, that had similar type of allergies to pollen and so on. You mentioned that in the... Yo, but I just couldn't believe you, you know. Well, do you think there are some kind of therapies that could not improve the condition? You know, like mitigate, or what's the right word or phrasing? I know that a friend of mine had issues with that, and he was getting like injections because he was very allergic on pollen. And oh yeah, you guys have like the most ungrateful health system out there. Completely forgot about that. Did you have like universal healthcare or something? Wasn't something done about it by Obama or something like that? Somebody? What? Auto-modded. I believe that we have the opportunity to test this plate ID if it at least emits a signal or something. No man, oh. That's just wrong, man. I feel bad for you guys over there regarding these things. Also, how much your businesses, like oligarchy, have a lot of influence of everything. That's just amazing. I mean, who would have guessed, you know? If you run... if you... how can you call something to be fair if everybody can have a private sponsor? You know? And they're wrapping a word like corruption into a lobby and so on. That's just damn wrong, man. Especially in a country like you guys live in, where there's like a lot of millionaires, billionaires and so on. Really don't stand a chance. That was especially visible now. What he was promising and what he is delivering is just... oh my god, you know. kind of watching the whole Middle East thing, and you know, also Ukraine, Russia. I don't want to get into politics too much, but it's an interesting time, man. Yeah. You can't do anything. I mean, the only thing you could do is if there would be like a critical mass of people, like in old days, you know. Vive la France type of shit. Going on the streets and, you know, doing stuff that has to be done. Yeah. I was a bit surprised about his tweets these days. Wow, that escalated, you know. Okay, then we have now sequence something. Sequence plate. Let's see if I can press them somehow. Yeah. Switching to different Final Fantasy. Dude, this one. Okay. I'm writing it down. Check out Freedom if you're gonna have time. It's one of the most cool animes, at least for me. And that's because it's like... it's really going on after the bad guy was defeated. And it accompanies... it actually accompanies an elf that, you know, they outlive their companions. Everybody dies, but elf, you know, they stay alive for a long time, and it's really, really good, man. If you're gonna have time to watch it one day, watch it. So these references were wrong. Okay. Yes, I think it finished. I'm still on the last and a half episode. Okay, I'm trying to reduce it. I reduced it a bit. Is it better now? Mr. Godot crashed. Oh, great. I liked it, but the best, I mean... What about this one, dude? Okay. No, 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 no. Dude. You have to watch only one. But strictly this one. They even made some kind of shorter versions of it, but you don't ever do that with this episode. I mean, with this series. This is the best thing ever. When I saw it, yeah, I get you, I get you. Take a look at this, dude. This is the OG. I was looking at it when my son was couple of months old, because it was something that I could watch, you know, shorter episodes and all. If you get to the final episode of this show, man, it left me scarred. At least this 1998 version, 1997. It was... Ooh. Please watch it. I drank it as my #1 anime. I love this one, and I also love this one. Hajime no Ippo. The translation is Fighting Spirit. It was fun. There's like a couple of degenerates in. And this one. Yeah, you can binge it. I believe it's 25. Is it? Because I know I recommended it to a friend and he watched something that was having like only a couple of episodes. Like 7. That was a bad version. I told him he has to watch all of them. But if I take a look, which one is it? "25 episodes. The last one is... Yeah. Ayan no Koku. This one has to be watched. It's brutal, man. I'd say it builds up to something freaking awesome, you know? And the finale is... wow. I'm gonna spoil it. Okay, also writing it down. To be hero and to be heroine. Writing it down. Uh-huh. Whew, man, I'm gonna have to slowly go lay down if I want to be up and stream in the morning. I mean, we outlined the things that I'm gonna be working on this morning. Well, Sadly, the signal doesn't trigger as far as I see. But that's okay. So yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to stop now. It's just the shutdown mode. Thanks, dude. You too. Hope to see you in the morning. Enjoy, man. Have a great coding session if you're gonna code. Bye, dude.